This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.
What is happening, AMG fam? What's going on? Welcome to the AMG Podcast. It is another day to talk about some fun things in the financial world. We're going to do a little, and that's not a recap, it's called a reaction video podcast today. So we're going to have some fun. We got our homies, AJ Lavender on the wheels of steel behind the scenes. What's up, brother? We got Craig Cooper on the east side, and we've got Larry down on the southwest side of America. So what's up, fellas? What's going on?
What's happening, everybody?
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. We're about to have some fun again today, fellas. It's been a wild week. We've had some great podcasts with people in the real estate business. Larry and I had a great real talk the other day. About to have we posted our ones from last week, fellas, which got some good feedback from that. And today we're gonna do another one, man. Talk about some business though. May get a little controversial, but we cool with going hard in the paint. That's fine. That's totally cool with us. We don't mind at all. So, hey, Coop, man, you've been on the worldwide tour with the Coop family. I can't slide past that. You've been everywhere. You've been to Florida. You was over Orlando, Melbourne, wherever else you were. Then you went to New Orleans, and then you've been gone for like a month.
No, not that long. Not that long. But it was good to make my way down to your place.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
see you and family.
Yeah, rolling around in the heat in the golf cart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's always fun.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
indeed. Yeah, AJ's turn. Just throwing a little diamond out there, AJ. Just throwing a little diamond.
Yeah. I know. I got to make my way out there.
Yes, indeed. And then right before that, Woods was here. It was right before or after? It was before.
Right before.
Yeah, right before. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm last one told him pull right now.
I know. I was like, because you were in Vegas.
Right. I was in Vegas. Yeah,
getting your country on. There you go.
Yeah. I can jazz me on.
Yeah, you got a country Canadian. Yeah, we got a country Portuguese Canadian. That's what I'm talking about.
Come on now.
Love it, man. Love it. All right, so we're gonna get to or reaction to this video. We'll let this lady speak for herself, and we'll tell you whether we agree or not, and give you our perspective, and have some fun with it. So, all right, AJ, so
let's do it.
What we got here? I don't even know this lady's name. Do y'all know her name? I don't even know her name.
Nicole.
Nicole. All right, Nicole.
Elevate with Nicole.
All right.
Super wealthy do not DIY anything, not their landscaping, not their cooking, definitely not their investment management. In fact, they pay the highest fees for investment management, yet the middle class has been sold what I believe is a lie. They have been sold this paranoia over advisor fees and this idea that you should just do it yourself, just buy an index fund, but an index fund can't beat the index ever. And I always tell people a fee is only an issue in the absence of value. The super wealthy do not DIY anything, not their landscaping, not their cooking, definitely not their investment management. In fact, they pay the highest fees for investment management, yet the middle class has been sold what I believe is a lie. They have been sold this paranoia over advisor fees and this idea that you should just do it yourself, just buy an index fund, but an index fund can't beat the index ever. And I always tell people a fee is only an issue in the absence of value.
Yes, I think Larry said earlier, this is Coop's favorite word.
Fees.
Yes. we love this, man. This is good. All right, let's start with you, Woods. I see you got the pen, the pad out. You writing?
Well,
in Coop.
First of all, shout out to Nicole.
Yeah, for sure. For
Shout
sure.
out to Nicole. What I was writing down was the very last statement. Tells you everything you need to know.
Yep.
In my opinion. Right? Only an issue. Fees are only an issue when there's an absence of value.
Woo.
So if your mindset, is that word again, can't get around the fact that you have to pay to play in another level of financial area, that's what it takes. You have to change that mindset.
Right.
Some fees are high. Yeah, she just mentioned it. The super wealthy pay the highest fees. They don't care.
No.
Because the gains that they have paying these fees, it takes care of themselves. They don't miss it. It's a blip on the radar.
Right.
You make it tenfold and you worried about fees.
Yeah.
Really?
A players get A salaries.
See?
Mm-hmm.
And there's his mic drop.
And
There
we
you
do a lot with the middle class,
go.
right? So they're squeezing every dollar. We get it. We understand it, right? But when we tell you the value of the product we're transitioning to, or pitching, or advising you to transition to, the profit of that outweighs any kind of fees you could ever. The fees that attach to that, which we found out usually 1% or less.
Right.
It's a no-brainer.
I got a whole lot to say. Coop, jump in. Shut me up, please.
Well, you know, just to piggyback off of Larry said, I mean, you get what you pay for, right?
Yep.
There's a time and place for do it yourself, right? I'll give you an example. I didn't want to pay for a fence, so I did it myself a couple years ago. Guess what? That fence is tore up now. But that's just a fence. I would not, in any stretch of the imagination, try to, you know, build a legacy by myself, because it means too much to me.
So you realized after the fact with the fence that you're not the expert in fencing,
right?
But after the fact, so your advice to all of us is saying, hey, be smarter than me. Go find a professional that knows what they're doing, so you don't have to go through the mess up.
Right. Particularly when you're talking about your money, right?
Exactly.
You know, a fence is a fence, right? So now I got to go either fix the fence again or pay somebody to do it. So I've lost time and money. But that's Home Depot. That's what Home Depot is for projects like that. But when you're talking about your financial well-being, understand that there are fees and you're going to get what you pay for. Right. So to Larry's point, yeah, middle class, you know, they're trying to squeeze every dollar, you know, but you might want to go ahead and get educated on what those fees are and understand, you know, the other side of those fees, right? Is protection.
You know, fellas, maybe I'm too simple-minded. I don't know. Tell me if I am. The wealthy actually have more room to mess up and actually have more room to do it themselves and mess up than the middle class person who doesn't have the room or the bandwidth or the risk because of the quantity of money they may have. They're not in a position to take risk, but they do. When the people who are in a position to take risk, they don't.
That's fair. That's fair.
You get what I'm saying?
I can see that. Is that part of their hesitation?
Probably. I guess.
Is that part of their angst about fees?
I guess so. But I think people are looking at the wrong thing. They're looking at what it's almost like it's like this paranoia. She said you're sold a lie. There's this paranoia, right? Like everybody's out to get me. Okay, yeah, y'all gonna give me this, AJ, but what y'all want from me?
Skepticism.
Like, what? Okay, so what's part you're not telling me, AJ? Like that kind of mess. It's like it can't be just what it is, and there's a fee attached to it. See, I knew it. I knew it was gonna charge. Of course, McDonald's charges fees. You can't just go into McDonald's and say, "Hey, you know what? I'm here. My name's Mondo. I'm hungry. I don't like your fees, but let me go in that kitchen and cook my own Big Mac and fries." Like they what?
Yeah.
It's like in so many other areas, we don't do that. You don't DIY a lot of things.
Yeah, true.
But when it comes to stuff like this, which is your personal treasure, your finances, then all of a sudden we get really intelligent, or if you want to call it another word, and start making decisions in an area that we're not equipped to make.
Or they start listening and not reading.
That.
So you're listening to people, all this input of bad information, instead of actually reading what it actually is.
Listening to critics with no credentials.
Yeah.
If you live in the same neighborhood as me and I'm a certain level and I'm trying to get to the next level and you're telling me how to get to the next level and you live on my level, I'm not listening to you.
Amen.
I'm not, because you can't tell me how to get there when you're still here. So let's go find people in other areas, financial, levels or whatever, and ask them, how did you do that? Who do you know? Who do I need to meet? It's interesting because, it's just sold this lie. Like, we've seen it, man, where, we have a lot of our clients who don't have financial advisors, or we're like the first, company that they've ever talked to about money at all. They've been handling everything on their own since they were, a shorty. Then you have others who they're used to talking to people about money. It's like their mechanic, like their dry cleaner, like the whatever. Like they ain't dry cleaning their own clothes. They're not fixing their own car. They have this. It's another resource for the house called their financial advisor, their CPA, their tax strategist, whatever it is. And a lot of middle class folks will have a lot of those same individuals when it comes to other areas. The mechanic, right? The plumber guy, the electrician dude, the whoever, But then when it comes to money, we don't want to go get an expert. So when she said, AJ, she was sold a lie. What's that lie? What do you see that lie being? That middle class was, certain group of people were sold a lie.
So my viewing of it is kind of what we was talking about even in the last podcast. If you watch it beforehand, and it stems back to what I always call it as, it's your ROT, your return on time, and that is the point that she's kind of getting across. And I do see both ends, from the middle class. There is a space for the education and learning about what's going on, and then handing off to get that return on time back and getting it done properly. Now, again, the lie that we were told is basically to be greedy and save all your money. Like that's a connotation that's been around forever. Save every dollar you have, put in your bank account, right? So I think that's where the mindset gets mixed up, is because, like, okay, I'm saving everything I'm trying to do, so I'm trying to optimize that, but then still keep on penny pinching to save. So that's where the conflict comes in now, where it's like, oh, now you're telling me that I have to spend the most for these star players. Meanwhile, I was taught to save as much. And so that's where you kind of get in this unbalanced rope, where it's like, I'm trying to reprogram myself now to say, like, okay, no, I have to pay for A-star talent to be able to get to that next level. And so I think that's kind of like the lie that people are falling into, and that people are trying to unbreak that mentality.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy, because I look at, okay, maybe I'm being cynical. Check me if I am, fellas. Because I look at it like this: if I'm the powers that be, I'm whoever, but I'm one of the power players. Okay, in the country, the financial sector, whatever. And if I'm trying to maximize profit with a certain group of individuals, I'm going to encourage them. I'm being evil right now, like this example. I'm being evil or being manipulative. If I want to maximize the profit for my fellow power players and my colleagues, I'm going to encourage the middle class to do everything themselves, because I know they don't know what they're doing. And I know that they're gonna, and we're gonna tell them, you know what? Yeah, do it yourself. You don't pay those fees, to such and such, and pay somebody a retainer or a fee to do this. Put it over here and do it yourself. And we're not going to tell you the fees are in the thing that we're telling you to do yourself, but do it yourself.
Right.
Do it yourself. So if I'm this power that be, and I'm like looking at the economy, I'm looking at the world, I'm looking at the country or whatever, and I'm saying, okay, who can we profit off of the most? Who's the largest group economically in our country? It's the middle class.
Yeah.
We know it's shrinking, but it still is the largest. So, all right, cool. Let's play with them. They're the largest. All right, cool. All right, let's empower them. Do it yourself. Let's put that message out there. Do it yourself. Because what you want is a whole bunch of people going to the casino that never been there before.
Correct.
And telling them to do it themselves. And boy, with the powers that be, you can back the truck up. Money coming in droves. So now let's flip it. That's obviously not who we are, who I am. It's just an example. Flip it. So if you're hearing this, right, you're like, all right, well, You can do it yourself with the education piece, but I would highly encourage, and maybe you guys agree or not, but I would highly encourage to not DIY execution. You can go after the information. You can get most of it on your phone. You can, there's workshops. You could talk to professionals before you even engage and execute. You can learn about a lot of these things and understand. What was the last thing she said, Larry? What was it? The value part.
Only an issue. The fees are only an issue when there's an absence of value.
Okay. So let's go learn what value really is.
Mm-hmm.
DIY that. What is the value in a financial advisor or CPA or tax strategist? What should I be looking for that quantifies value?
And it's pretty simple in a case of finance. Money.
Okay, break it down. Break it down. Yeah, go ahead.
Money put in versus money put out.
There you go. I mean, with anything else, whether it be here's, the one thing that's silly is it's really silly. It's bank fees that most people middle class don't complain about.
Nobody complains about them.
And it's just right. But then you get them outside of the bank into other financial vehicles, then the F word pops up.
Okay. Or the fees that they currently are paying with their current retirement plan or savings plan.
Right.
They don't talk about them either. They don't even look into them.
No.
Because they're following the masses.
Most have no idea.
No idea.
They don't even know to ask. Like,
you ain't even looking in your own house and you worried about fees somewhere else.
And if I'm the guy and the powers that be again,
right.
Cool. That's exactly where I want you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want you looking at nothing. And here come Cool trying to go back around the corner and look behind the curtain. Hey, Cool, come back. Don't look back there. Stay over here. Hey, AJ, oh, no. Stay over here. Don't look back there. You could do it yourself, AJ. Hey, Woods, you could do it. You got it.
Yeah. And they'll play on that ignorance, even with ATM machines. I'm going to put one right around the corner from you. It's not your bank. You're going to go ahead and pay that $3 fee, right?
Convenience fee.
It's a convenience fee.
Yeah.
Convenience. You're not going to complain about it at all because it's right there.
And you basically are spending a tank of gas.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
When you put it that way, you're spending a tank of gas just to do. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
When you could have been in your car and spent less than a tank of gas to go up the street.
Mm-hmm.
But that word of convenience, that's funny. That's funny you say that, man.
But it is saying it's a huge driving value factor, right? Is this like the convenience fee that you pay to go to a convenience store versus a grocery store, right?
Right.
A bag of chips. A bag of chips is $1. Let's say $2 at the convenience store, but it's $1 at the grocery store.
Yeah, $85 at Publix.
But you pay that $1 just because it's closer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who goes to an ATM machine and when that screen pops up, do you agree to pay this $3.25 or whatever it is? No one says no. You're gonna hit that green yes and keep it moving and pay that fee like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. Exactly. And you do it over the course of a month, you done pay that little $3.50 or $4 about 8-9 times.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's interesting, like what this lady's talking about. It's like been sold. That word really hit me when the second time you played it, AJ. People have been sold a lie. So that sold is backed up by the word intentionality.
Mm-hmm.
It was intentional to sell you a message.
That was not true.
That was not true. You bought an idea because the intention was for you to buy it off of either misinformation or lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been sold this perspective, been sold this misdirect.
Mm-hmm.
And that's powerful. When you realize, I've been sold that, you mean so it wasn't just I just didn't know, or they just kind of maybe I didn't understand. No, they sold. So there was a people in a boardroom making decisions to trick you, to play on ignorance, to play on, and I mean just lack of knowledge. That's what I mean. To play on the lack of knowledge, the lack of awareness, the lack of acumen, the lack of experience, to prey on and reinforce your programming that you came up with. And think about it. Can you reinforce what Nana and Pop been saying, and then what Mom and Dad been saying, and now it's with Larry, and now it's with Coop, Mondo, and AJ? We just keep reinforcing each generation.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I believe that's what's happened with the 401k.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What were you gonna say, AJ? I'm sorry.
I have a good video here I'm gonna share.
Please. I love it when you get I love it when you start getting into that.
It all has to do, it's one of my favorite videos, and it's kind of describing, especially if people are out there, sitting and wondering, especially what we're talking about, the value piece and understanding value. There's one of let's say my digital mentors out there. His name is Russell Brunson, and he really depicts this with a great adaptation of some that they did at a conference. So
okay,
it's a quick little 2-minute thing, but it perfectly describes exactly what we mean.
I'll get out the pen.
Pins out.
Typically, most people are selling a commodity, right? Like you can buy like my iPhone. I can buy my iPhone at Best Buy or Apple.com, right? Like it's a commodity. You can buy it anywhere, right? So like, how do we turn that into an irresistible offer? I did this on stage one time at an event. I said, okay, this is my iPhone. I just bought it. It was $600. Like, who here give me $600 for it? Everyone's, half the audience hands goes up. And I'm like, but I want to try to auction off my phone right now. I bet you within 5 minutes now, I bet you I can get somebody in this room to give me $100,000 for this phone. I'm like, everyone want to give me $100,000 for the phone? And no one raises their hands. I was like, okay. So inside my phone, just so you know, over the last 15 years, I bought every marketing, sales, and personal development course known to man. Like there's not one that's come through I haven't bought. There's over $750,000 in marketing, sales, and persuasion course. Every course from the beginning of time till now that's ever come out, I own. I know that because I spend so much time on eBay looking for old marketing courses that you can't find anywhere. When they pop up, I buy them, I get them, put it in my phone, and they're there. So I get the courses and send them to my brother. My brother rips all the audios and the videos and puts them into MP4 files, and they're all my iBooks. I say, here's my iBooks account. And I show it through, and I scroll through thousands of courses, like every course you can dream of. Most of them are out of print now. You can't get them anywhere. They're only here. It's like, so there's $800,000 worth of courses that are on my phone. You plug in, you listen to them. Number two, here's my address book. I'm like, there's Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, Garrett White. So when you get my phone, you also get my whole contact list of all the top influencers in the world. If you have my phone, you can call any of them and just ask and tell them that you got my phone and you had a question for me, you can talk to them. Let's see, what else can I put on there? My email's on there, so you have access to every contact, every vendor I use. You have my social platforms. If you log into Facebook, Instagram, there's over 1 million entrepreneurs. I'm like, and then I start going through all the things on my phone, and then I was like, I'm gonna do a live auction here. I said, who here will give me $600 for my phone? Boom, every hand goes up. Okay, we went to $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000, $200,000. Every point, a couple of those hands dropped. By the time we ended, I got to $500,000. There were 6 guys in the audience, still had hands up. I'm like, if you guys are serious, come on stage right now. But you got to be ready to write this check right now. 6 guys come up $500,000, or willing to pay $500,000 for my phone. I'm like, why would you? Like 2 minutes ago, you wouldn't pay $600 for this thing. Why? And he's like, I had the mic to one guy. And he said, based on what's on that phone, that's actually a really, really good deal. And I was like, but it's the same iPhone, right? Like we have to become good at like, how do you package things to make this offer legitimately irresistible? And that's the mindset you guys have to have as you're creating something. Otherwise, you're just a commodity. You're just an iPhone like everybody else. You can buy from anyone.
Man, yo, I think you told me about this video a long time ago. Bro,
I told you what happened. Like when I first seen it was like 7 years ago.
Look, man, I love Russell, by the way. He's the GOAT. But it's $600. First of all, for a piece of plastic. Turn this thing off or take the battery out of this thing. It's just a rectangle of plastic and a little bit of maybe aluminum, metal and glass. Just a little rectangle thing. It means actually kind of feels that way when your phone dies. You know, when your phone dies and it's like it takes forever to recharge. It's just a black rectangle. You're like, dang, it almost feels like trash almost to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like useless, right? But as soon as it comes on, it's like God breathed into it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it comes alive. And it goes from that feeling to $500,000 Why, Woods? How can it go? Because I'm sure those guys that offer $500,000 can relate to the phone being dead and being just a black rectangle.
Well, it's the commodity holds information the way he presented it.
Mm-hmm.
So at first he was just selling an iPhone.
Yep.
And then it switched to all the thing the iPhone encompasses.
Mm-hmm.
So first you were sold a retirement plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then once everybody and to take it a step further, they eventually told you all these wonderful things that it's going to do for you at retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So no one bothered to see exactly what that looked like 30 years from when they started putting into it.
True. That's most people.
So that's another mindset.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's most people.
Mm-hmm.
What the taxes are going to be. What's inflation going to be. How long can I live on this retirement? Right? What's going to be my budget, my monthly budget after I retire in 30 years? What does that cost of living even looks like?
Here's what's interesting.
But the shiny object, they like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Russell's thing, AJ, a little bit and see if this makes sense.
Yep.
I might totally botch this, but I'm willing to do it live. That cell phone, just without all that stuff on it. And it's kind of, I think of it like a 401k or some of these old retirement plans or whatever, where you're told that it's a phone, you're told that it's this retirement vehicle, and yeah, it makes calls. Yeah, it stacks up money. Yep. That's what it does. And it's going to continue to work in 30 years. It's going to continue to work in 30 years. That retirement vehicle that you didn't learn anything about, you just taking, at face value. AJ said, Larry said, Coop said that this thing is going to work 30 years from now. So he said, okay, cool. Let me just start using it. And you use it. And you put money in it. And you use it. Okay? Where if you flip it and you realize that on Russell's phone, there's information, resources, knowledge, just relationships that can help you buy more phones, help you build phones, help you create your own phone. His idea from just a rectangle to what Russell broke down, he's showing you how to multiply based upon what's on it. How to make what's on it matter versus it works for me. It works.
It makes calls, it makes texts.
It makes calls and I can text. Makes calls and I can text. Makes call. And they told me, cool, it's going to be working, this same phone in 30 years. It's going to be there. And it's going to be $600 then too. These other vehicles, they're not going to tell you what it's going to look like in 30 years. They're not telling you about the tax bracket that you're going to be in and how taxes have gone up and all the fees that are in it. They're not telling you that. They're just telling you, just keep putting money in it. Just keep putting money in it. It's going to be there. Russell, I love his illustration. It's not about this itself. It's not about AMG and who we are, and we're some dudes and we got insurance policies and annuities and some other things. It's about what we can do with those vehicles, like through us. It's about how we can operate. It's not about what we can just put in your lap. It's about what's in your lap and what it can multiply and do for you in real time.
Yeah. As we always say, it's not the vehicle, it's the destination.
Exactly. So, you said insurance and we knew it. Well, it's a little bit more than that. Well, what do you mean? Okay. Well, talk to a family that said, hey, we have this issue. And we're like, okay, cool. So there's a debt, there's a this, there's a that. All right. We have the ability to use these vehicles, this insurance, or even this annuity or this other vehicle, and put it in position and strategize. So that way you can take care of this debt that's over here. We can use the tools, leverage what's in it to take care of that over there.
Right now,
Russell's phone. If someone would have bought his phone, AJ, for $500,000, that dude would have left the stage immediately, went to his office and started digging through and making it rain and building relationships, creating appointments, building businesses right off rip.
Yep.
I know I would have. What I need to stay at the conference for? You just gave me your phone, man.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out. I don't need to stay there and listen to you no more. You know, I probably would out of respect, but you get what I'm saying. Just, I've got your brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Man. And what they paid for was access to knowledgeable information. He didn't guarantee a thing.
Correct.
Other than access.
Boy, you better pick that up. Drop it with it. Man, come on, man. Yeah, cool.
That's it.
And the thing what they got it for was that the value was higher than what they purchased it for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what made it a good deal.
Yes. Yes. I had one person tell me, it wasn't a debate or argument. It was a sincere question. He was asking about fees, but in a cool way, just kind of understanding, want to be educated, right? It's real chill about it. Because he had heard something and he really didn't care about it necessarily. He just wanted to know what they were. I was like, yeah, let's walk through it. So we walked through it. I said, now, does this make sense for what it's able to do for you over here? He said, absolutely, man.
Mm-hmm.
He said, because if I don't do that, I still have this problem over here. So you're getting empowered, okay, pay to play to swat that away.
Yeah.
He said, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. He said, I'll take that all day long. It's really interesting, man, how we can go down the rabbit hole of where people find value in certain things and will drop all kind of coin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason in the financial sector, and I'm speaking specifically to the middle class, this is why we are adamant about educating and empowering and stretching that mindset and having you have a paradigm shift and moving this way. Stop looking at where you are and where everyone is around you. Start looking at everyone or people who are in areas where you're looking to go and finding the people who can escort you there.
Right.
You can't go. Here's the funny thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there because I come from it. I can say I think I can go to certain places, AJ, when I have personal experience.
Hey, when it's your truth, speak it.
So growing up, come from a culture, number running. Those who don't know what that is, that's the hood.
Run the numbers.
Street way of running numbers, playing the lottery with people in the street or people in the neighborhood versus going to the store and playing with the state. Okay. It's a I'm call it a back door, whatever, but it's a different way. And the main reason people do that is for convenience, even though in some states it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it to avoid taxes, because you win with the state, you're gonna pay taxes. If you hit with Cooter up the street, there's no taxes.
Right.
Okay. So we're willing to gamble, right, in the street or with the state, right, and pay this fee for a hypothetical situation, me winning.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hypothetically win. I want a 1 in 5,000 chance or whatever, and for that chance is valuable enough for me to put $20 a day into a number. And 7:30, I'm locked to the TV. Wait on that commercial between, Wheel of Fortune and the Cosby Show. God dog it. I didn't hit today. All right, well, I'm going to play it in the box tomorrow. I'm going to play 825 tomorrow because I had a dream about it. Seriously, you did.
I'm going straight.
Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
Oh, I know. But here's the funny thing, Mondo. Not to cut you off. Here's the funny thing about that scenario.
Yeah.
You do know what they call the number runners in the streets, right?
What's that?
The insurance man.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's what I know.
Seriously.
Folks who play the numbers. Like, who is that guy always coming
That's
over
insurance
here
man. I
every day
know,
with all this
yeah,
cash?
for sure.
Oh, that's insurance man. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Because what I found out, I was in North Nashville, Woods, when I found this out, because I ran into a number running guy. And he was leaving the house when I was arriving to go see my client. I didn't know who he was, but I asked my client. He said, "Oh, that's the insurance man." And I'm thinking like, I'm the insurance man. I'm like, and I forgot about my, the past, Coop, like what that means in certain neighborhoods. I'm thinking insurance. I'm like, that's weird. Like, why,
Why we talking?
why we talking? Exactly. So I go inside, he's having a conversation with me, and we chilling, this, that, and the other. And he's got the little receipt slip of the number on the coffee table. Come to find out, okay, he's the number runner. He calls him an insurance man, but he also was in insurance as well.
Interesting.
He did both. Now, there's got to be a conflict of interest somewhere and all that. He's like, "Oh, no, we're gonna do, the insurance contract, sign here, date here. We got agreements here, do the underwriting. We're gonna do an ACH draft. No, we don't take cash, sir. No, we're good to go. So sign here, date here. Okay, great. All right, I'll go ahead and have this submitted for you. All right, now that number you want to play, that'd be $20.
And that's straight cash.
Straight cash, bro.
Right. Cash only, actually.
Cash only. Yep. Exactly, man. So it's interesting from that mindset. We will gamble. We will play the penny slots. We will do all this kind of stuff and pay. And here's the funny thing. People will pay these. It's not even really a fee. They're just giving money. It's like a self-inflicted fee. Because no one's really charging you for it. It's something you want to do. So you disregard what it costs to do what you want to do. You just do it. Because it's that opportunity, that hypothetical is valuable enough to you to spend 20-something bucks a day, whatever it is, knowing daggone well you want a fixed income. Dude, I will see it left and right, Woods.
I'm pretty sure it's still happening today.
I know it is.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
But that's where their value is.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, if we want to get to the next level, I got to take the gestures off, Woods. That's like 5 times in the last 3 calls. If I want to get to the next level, I have to look at practices, right? What does this next level up, this group of people, what do they do? Or what do they not do? What do they know? What do they avoid? What's the mindset they have? So they're okay with fees. Let me learn why.
Yep.
Let me learn why they are. Okay. Versus saying, "Oh, they crazy dealing with fees." No. They doing better than you. Chill out. Find out what they know. Humble yourself. Find out what they know, and say, "You know what? I'm gonna practice that with some advice, not DIY. I'm gonna get some guidance. It could be us, another qualified person or group. That's fine. Get advice. And it's okay. I'm going to do what they do. Now, I'm also going to start listening to the types of people that they listen to. Because you know what's really hard, Coop, is when you're trying to go to that next level, but you got dragged over here from the area that you come from, saying all the old mess and all the other stuff. You trying to go this way, and they pulling you back mentally this way, and you trying to go this way. That's that drag right there. But I got hope and aspiration. But these fools over here keep dragging. Man.
That's that's like generational skepticism. I don't know. I don't even know what else to call it.
That's a great way to
think about it. With 401ks, you have no idea what you're paying, but you sign up for it because everybody else did. You can walk through an illustration, right? IUL illustration, and show them the benefit, show them the cash accumulation, show them the death benefit, and their first question will still be, well, how much are the fees? I can show you that too, but does it really matter? I mean, look, go down the road a little bit and see all the benefits and all the cash accumulation and everything else, which totally outweighs the fees.
We've actually shown them the fees.
Yeah.
And with these and the vehicles we use, the fees that we show them are all the fees. There's no hidden fees.
Right.
No hidden
This
fees.
is it. Yet what they're playing in now, they'll show you some fees, but there's plenty of fees that they don't show you.
Right.
And they will not put a dollar value on it.
Right.
You don't know how much you're paying them.
Look, man. There are people. Well, heck, I've done it. I mean, we talk about other people, talk about myself. Coop. There are people, me, in a certain position in life, would sign up for a used car somewhere, credit tore up, that interest is sitting at 20-some%. But that 20-some% that I agreed to pay on a car note is worth it because I know I can't get one at that time because my credit was shot. But I need to get around. I got to pick the kids up. I got to go eat. I got to get I got to go A to B. So that 24% interest, literally 24.
Jeez,
It's steep.
But I had to have a whip though. That value outweighed that 24. Right? We do the same thing, whether it be, on houses. Man, I got to get a house for the fam. I got to do this. I got to do that. And, they come back with a hot 10%. You're like, whoa. Wow, yeah, let me sign. Because the value.
You know what's interesting, and don't want to go back into the tangent of the 401k.
Yeah.
But it's when you actually sit back and like do the numbers to buy it. It's so early in its infancy stage to really have the data to really back it up. Think about it. So the 401k was what, 78?
Yeah, 1978.
Okay. So let's just say in 78, you were 21 years old when it first came out, right? So let's just say like for max leverage.
Yeah.
And your withdrawal, your payments, right, is 59 or 59 and a half.
Yep.
So that's what, 38 years of accumulation. So like people's like first payouts that really started the 401k would have been in 2016.
That's a great point.
So really you really only had your first wave of people really leveraging the 401k only 10 years ago.
Started 10 years ago. Yeah. That's a great point.
It is. That is.
So there's not even enough data really to
or like
say
a fully fledged one, right? You have some people that were like 40 or whatever that did it, but like in terms of like a fully, let's load this thing up, let's let it roll, and then 59 you get it. Like really, only 10 years ago. Yeah.
And that's through 2008 with that hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cost of living from 1978 to 2016. Oh my God.
Right.
Yes. Taxes going up.
And that's around the same time we started seeing retirees working in Walmart.
Say that again.
Man, what you said. Yes.
In other places, not just Walmart.
Yes. Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, we could spend 10 hours on this stuff because I know if we can help someone just say, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of being on the same cycle. I'm tired of me trying to do things myself. It's exhausting. I've got work. I've got a family. I got a wife. I got a husband. I got kids. I got responsibilities. I got this. I don't need another job trying to learn a whole nother potentially vocation of how to DIY my financial future in retirement. Let me go get some help, man. If that AC go out, there's a good chance you're not up in that HVAC system. You calling somebody. There's a good chance, and I know I am. Y'all may be more like, handy than me, but I ain't doing it. I'm calling somebody. And I've noticed, to the lady's point in the video, people who are figuring it out, whether it be ultra wealthy, rich, doing real solid, they don't do everything themselves because they understand time and they understand getting it done right the first time versus taking time, messing up, having to redo all that. No. Have somebody come do that.
Yeah.
Woods, I told you about somebody that we have come help out because that's it's worth the time.
Right.
The value of it is worth what's being paid. So yeah, dude, I would recommend anyone when it comes to financial services, when it comes to anything really, but especially in regards to what we do with finances, money, retirement, legacy, all that. Don't DIY it. Find someone to help you. If you're talking, listen to us, talk to us. If we're a great fit, awesome. If we're not, that's fine. We'll try to direct you somewhere. But at least you're on the path of trying to figure out how to execute and do something with someone that knows what they're doing because they have done it and they help people do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is your money. This is your treasure. This is not play. It's not monopoly. And a lot of times if you mess up, there is no Apple Z undo. Oh, let me start over. No, you went a hole.
Yeah.
So now you're working from a hole. So let's be smarter about it. Let's get advice. And I know in certain communities, I can say the one I come from, it wasn't a thing to ask for help. It's a pride issue. And I think certain communities, like the one I come from, sometimes we have a hard time asking for help. We don't want to admit that we don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get out of that, man. I think that's a big part of why certain communities have drag on excelling as a community because of pride. We don't want to be honest and say, I need help.
Yep.
There's nothing
We
wrong
were created to know everything.
Exactly.
That's what creates community because we don't know everything.
Exactly.
We need to ask for help.
Speaking of ask for help, if you want to reach out to us, feel free. Look in the descriptions. Hit us up on the YouTube channel, obviously, Facebook, Instagram, all that. If you need assistance, the links will be there. Comment, if you have questions, type it in there, or you can see what we could do for you and put it in your lap and have a consultation with you. Be more than happy to help you. Maybe even, provoke a mindset shift. Who knows? Change that paradigm a little bit for you and your family and your future for those that are counting on you. So, hey, fellas, with that said, we're going to get up out of here. We're going to let it hang right there. Let it hang right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it hang. So with that said, Brother Coop, Brother Woods, AJ Lavender, and the AMG Podcast, we will see you guys on the next one. Y'all be cool. See ya.
Deuces.
This the AMG way, we don't follow the crowd. Quiet money moves, we just say it out loud. Tax-free living, long plays over hype. Build it right once, let the legacy right. We talk ownership.